guys, you're welcome back to my channel. You're welcome back to this hot gist, to this hot topic, to this hot discussion. So if you're meeting us for the first time, my name is Chess and you're highly welcome. Like, I'm loving you already for stopping by. Okay, so just do us well by subscribing. Join us. So that being said, we already know what we are going to be discussing. Like, I saw this online and it really got me thinking. Okay, it got me thinking because this my generation and this my gender. Hey, a lot is happening. Like, sometimes there are a lot of things we really need to question, a lot of things that we really need to question, and we will talk about it when we get back. Back, guys. So before I tell you my own opinion on this, I just want to recap on what really happened. According to what we have online, the story says that these are married couple, officially and legally, traditionally even married, okay, and they have kids. Now we do not know the financial status of the man, but the story says that the man could not pay the daughter's school fees, and the wife was able to pay behind his back and told the school authorities not to tell him, so that when he pays, the school authority will now reimburse her. Not knowing that the man was really depressed to the point that he committed suicide, on the note that he felt so worthless that he could not pay his daughter's school fees. And everybody on the internet has been screaming, has been throwing shades, has been calling the woman all sorts of names, and yes, the woman's act was condemnable. Like, it was condemnable. And that is what I keep stressing on whenever I am talking about marriage and our generation and my gender. Okay, there are a lot of things that we fail to put into consideration before going in, and that is trust. Because whether you like it or not, there is something missing on the puzzle which must have made the woman to act in that manner, and that is their financial status were not transparent enough. Quote me. I don't know why some men believe that when they let their wife know their financial capability, that it will make them to appear weak, or they feel that they are now weaklings. It's not true. It's not. It will even give you a level of peace. A level of peace. Let me just tell you the implications of keeping your financial status a secret. The implication is this: that even when you are crying or dying or screaming or lamenting that you are under pressure financially, your wife will still believe that you're pretending. Quote me anywhere. Because you did not make it transparent, she will just place you where she wants to place you. She will place you somewhere based on her assumptions. Because you're trying to make ends meet, you're working so hard to care for her and her children, she will just assume that the money is there. So why don't you carry her along and make the burden lighter for yourself? Because if this woman really knows the husband's financial capabilities and his status at that very point, there's no way she would take that kind of decision. She's not a monster. She came to help. She came in to build with him. But maybe somewhere along the line, this man believed or belonged to the school of thought, because I know so many men are in that school of thought, that it is not good to disclose your financial status to a woman. Even in marriage, I think once marriage is involved, all these kind of rules and belief, philosophy should be dropped. Another thing that could cause that is maybe the husband has been cheating and it's so obvious. Let me tell you one thing, guys. Once a woman finds out that you're a chronic womanizer, they will believe that any little you get, you're giving it out there, you're dashing other women out there. And any woman that has that sense of insecurity will want to protect her own, even if it's her last penny. Okay? She wants you to spend on the children that two of you have. Like, she wouldn't want to be solely responsible for them. She wouldn't want to have that kind of feeling that monkey they walk, babu they chop. You know, that kind of feeling and mentality can be so it can be so frustrating knowing that, okay, I am here slaving, taking care of these children, being in this marriage, and my husband, any little that he gets, he's out there squandering it with other women, gallivanting, and at the end of the day he'll come back and tell me there's no school fees, there's no money for light, there's no money for food, there's this one, there's that one. So we don't believe that. I know that what she did is highly condemnable. Like, it's not even something that anybody should think of. Like, don't even have that line of thought that when you want to help your husband, you want the school to reimburse you. Like, I don't even get it. Even if your husband is a millionaire, what stops you to help? And he will even give you a hug and say, oh, my wife, you're trying your best in your own little way. What stops that? Like, I don't know how we reason in this time and generation, and it beats my imagination, because sometimes I cannot even imagine the things that are happening in marriages now, in the society, the things that are happening, the kind of stories that we'll hear. Okay, now you've lost your husband, you are regretting, your secret is now out. What have you now started to gain at the end of the day? You have lost both sides. You have even lost your in-laws. You have lost your good friends. Everybody's now blaming you. You are now on your own. And do you get my point? So there are some actions that we'll take, and it will land us into serious troubles tomorrow, just because we did not sit down to analyze it properly before acting. Even if you feel like helping or lending, let's put it that way, what stops you from coming to your husband and say, honey, you know what, I have this little money that I saved somewhere, why don't I bring it, we'll pay our child school fees, and when you get, you reimburse me. You have been lamenting, even though I do not believe you, but then take it, and when you get, or when you bounce back financially, you reimburse me. What stops you from doing that? Okay, some will even argue, I've been giving and he doesn't give me back. And so, is that why we are here? Is that why we are here? Like, is that why we are into this relationship? To be keeping mind and keeping mind. That's not what the scripture wants from us. That's not what God himself wants from us. He said he's bringing two together so that they can produce godly seeds, and they will have better rewards for their effort. So, and you say that one will chase 1,000, but two will chase 10,000. That's the power of a team. So when did we lose all these virtues and we are now chasing shadows in marriage? When, at what point did we drop all this good counseling that we got even before getting into marriage? Because I know most churches, they do their best to put intending couples through counseling and teach them the little they know from the scripture and from their personal experiences. But we still drop all these things and act the way we want to act and show our real self in marriage. That's just what it is. If not, I don't see the rationale behind a husband and wife living together and hiding their financial status from each other. Because that is what led to this. Whether you like it or not, that is what led to this. Because if that woman really believed the husband, that the husband didn't have at that point, or the husband was not capable to pay at that point, if he really believed him, there's no way she will pay and ask the school to hide it from the husband, all in the bid to get back her money. I'm so sorry for the dead. I am so sorry for this kind of story. It is so messy. Like, what would you tell these children tomorrow? What's happened to their father? There's no way you would tell them that line of story without telling them what you did. And forever they might not be happy with you. So what have you succeeded in doing? I keep saying, if you know you're not ready for marriage, please don't go in even in the first place. That is my own submission. That is my own opinion on this. So guys, until next time, I would love to know what you guys think on this topic. Like, it really got me thinking that I wish to get more insight on it, or people's contribution. What do you think really caused this? What do you think really led to this couple being in this kind of messy situation where they do not trust each other again? Let me know on the comment section. But until then, I remain Checks, and see you in my next video. Don't forget that I love you. Stay tuned to this channel. Let's grow together.